Hi, Cancer. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is going to be a mini collective Cancer reading for the week ahead, whenever you find it timeless. It seems to always work out, believe it or not. So, this is a situation where you are taking your life and your work to the next level. So, whoever you are, you're either an artistic genius or you're a creator, or you've created your own business and you want to get it funded or sell it to somebody else. Is that the damn? If you have Taurus in your chart, a lot of Taurus in your chart, look at the Taurus reading. It was about having kind of an important meeting, interview, or something like that, if that's the case here. So, if you're not there yet, this is kind of warning you against the way you've always done things with your art. You take it to the next level already with your art or what you do, what you produce, what you create. That's not the question. The question that you're a creative genius or whatever you do is next level, that's obvious. But it's with so many artists, the trick is after you create it, get it seen, get it sold. Okay, so that's what we're talking about in this reading. Or if it's a portfolio that you have to present, that could be this case too, but it's asking you to think bigger. Okay, so doing things the same way metaphorically in this situation, we could talk about maybe if you're a painter, you're a muralist and you're very comfortable in like your hometown or your home environment or on a street art level doing your thing. But this is warning you against that. This is saying no, your art doesn't need to be next to a freeway. Your art needs to be in the museum. So if it's that you're undervaluing what you do, it's time to take a break, take a couple days off, go have a if you if you live in the Bay Area, get on the goddamn boat and go to Angel Island. It's only going to take a half an hour. It's going to be worth it. You can do it. If not, it's get out of this environment to have a break, to get into nature, to get out into the sun because you've been working so hard that it's time to think about the the kind of the part that you're not looking forward to. So if that means that you're an author, you're talking about the book signings. If you're a performer like a drag star, it's the meet and greets that you're not necessarily looking forward to. Or if you are an inventor and you have to kind of go into the shark tank, so to speak, with a bunch of sharks in suits, this is the reading for you. It's basically saying, do not worry, have no fear. Don't let that intimidate you. If it is you're walking in front of a bunch of people, for some of you, you are part of an ethnic group that you kind of know that these people look down on, whatever that means. Like if you're going to get signed at a record company, or you're going to sell a business that you've created, or you're going to let high end gallery owners see your work, it might be that they are sharks in suits. You can't do anything about that. But what this is telling you is to not internalize that. Like if you know, even maybe personally, that they're known for casual racism or casual sexism or racist against your religious preference or something like that. It's saying to know this about them, that they feel that way about everyone. Like they feel that about their own people, or they feel that way about every ethnicity, and they might even see themselves above humans or humanity. And what the F are you going to do about that except just present your work, and know that they're experienced in their line of work. And at the end of the day, they're so racist or sexist or backwards or homophobic that that applies to literally everyone they see on the street. And you won't be held at any low at a lower level than maybe someone that you thought they might give preference to. Yes, sharks in suits, but so much so that all humans are mosquitoes to them, but that have incredible artistic value is kind of like how that particular shark might see it. So in the Taurus reading, it's different in that the person meeting that in that meeting, or the date, or the whatever, that person really already admires you and they love you and it's a friendly interaction. This might not be a friendly interaction. This might be stoic, face to face, and talking about art that way is debilitating for a creator. You know, it's like, what's that Tori Amos song where she's like, this is just business. No, it's more like spiritual. Kind of talking about dealing with the music business and sharks in suits, and it's like, this is spiritual, this is something beautiful and pure, and you have to sell it to someone who has dollars in their eyes. You know, how much can I get out of this? So you're getting over that initial fear. It's a fear and you can get over it, and you're going to get over that initial self-doubt. You're going to take what you think it's worth and not just double it, triple it, quadruple it. Okay, the sky is the limit for your art, your work. It's almost like you were waiting to do the perfect thing and then sell it to the world, or write the perfect novel and then sell it to the world. It's like, no, you need to sell this initial work to the world, or take it to the next level from street art, streetwear if you're a designer, to London, Paris, Milan, okay, Tokyo. You are next level. Your art is next level. The only thing standing in the way of you and that level is maybe your resistance to deal with those kind of people or talk about your art in that way. And if that's the case, you need to hire someone to do that for you. Like, if you're so avoidant that you think it's never going to happen, you need to take the baby steps to hire someone to do that for you. And it's worth the money to do that, because I feel like you're not even really making money with it right now. Maybe it's been a labor of love thus far. You're going to take what you've learned and your skill, and I just gotta say it, sell it at another level. And if that means surrounding yourself with a different kind of person or friend or environment right now, go ahead and do that. It's not selling out. It's not selling out. It's getting your art out to the entire world instead of just like your neighborhood. Maybe they want to keep you there and they're like, oh, you're selling out. And it's like, okay, well, you can't keep me for yourself. Sorry. It's literally that. It's not that they don't think you're worth it or worthy or can do it. It's that they kind of want to keep you for themselves. It's like you're this hidden gem in the world. And the entire world deserves to see you or hear you. You know, maybe you're going to be a game changer for someone's heart or their hero's journey or their freedom. So think of it that way. You put on your big boy daddy pants, you channel your inner Darth Vader to go to that meeting, to put together the portfolio, to enter that contest. For somebody, it's a baby step in entering like a photography contest that's going to be a door to a whole new level for you and your creative work. And if some of you feel uncomfortable asking for monetary gain, there's a really great book that um, the gal from the Dresden Dolls wrote. She's an artist, a musician, Amanda Palmer. brilliant, like just like a brilliant, lovely person, right? And she wrote a book on, oh God, I can't remember the name of it, but it's on artists asking for money. Like, don't be afraid to ask because people want to give you, people want to reward you for the things that you give to them that are rewarding. People want that reciprocal relationship. It's almost like it throws it out of whack when you don't ask. Because people, well, we're like dogs sometimes, and a bit tribal, and it's like we like things to be fair. You don't get something for nothing, and I don't think people don't want something for nothing. And you might be making millions instead of thousands by next year. But it's going to take you kind of blocking out any of those influences that make you feel less than, or make you feel like you're selling out if you go visit the guys in suits, or if you have a conversation with the shark, or if you all of a sudden put aside your softness to be hard for a minute to be a businessman or a businesswoman or whatever, okay? So anyone that makes you feel weird about that, they're the ones that need to be cut out of at least this process. And then when it's back to being able to, you don't have to worry about discipline, money, and the bureaucracy of selling your art or signing a contract that has something to do with that, You're not wanting to get advice from your goofy, derpy friends, jerky boy brother. You're going to want to hire your own lawyer who can give you actual legal advice. Okay, so if you are an artist and you are wanting to go down that road, you're going to need a lawyer, you're going to need a publicist, you're going to need a financial person that is well known and trusted, and it might cost you a bit, but that's just part of the game here. So that is another reason why you need to charge so much money for your work. Why it needs to be, $50,000 for that idea. Or, if it's just someone wants to use a bit of your music in their TV show, you're going to double what they want to give you, and they'll be like, all right, you got me, guy, and they'll give it to you, promise. Okay. If you need legal representative at your side, if you need someone else in a suit to do the speaking part for you, if you're like almost autistic with being a creative genius and that part of relating to people is just not happening, hire someone. This is the confirmation you were thinking about doing it already. Go ahead and do that. It's going to be a baby step in taking what you're doing to the next level. But you have to charge more because you're going to be paying out more to those people. You're going to do the research. You're going to stay sober and austere during this process, and then when all of that is done, you can go on vacation and sip margaritas on the beach and goof around with whoever. Okay, but there's something that you need to kind of be serious about. Put on your suit, dress for success, and you have nothing to fear. Okay, so these people that you think look down on you, I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying they look down on everyone, and they're not going to give someone else preference over yours because of an ethnicity. Like, this person thinks they're, like, I don't know, they have a God complex or something. So keep that in mind. But you're going to stay pure. You're not going to match that energy. You're going to be exactly who you are. But it's not going to be just one, it's going to be 5. If you're like, that's all I can handle for my life, that one meeting, you're going to be really disciplined about doing at least 4 more. I don't know where that came from. Or offering it to at least 4 more publishers. And a rejection is protection. If it's a no, then it's beneath you. Sorry to yell at you. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me, Cancer. I love you guys. This is beautiful. I'm not worried about you. I hope that helps. I'm going to leave it there because this is just a mini and y'all don't have time, right? So go buy a really nice suit. That's an investment. And then if you want to blow holes in it or blow it up or tie-dye it or whatever after that, you go on ahead and do that. And if you need to hire somebody, that's what you need to do. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. And Walker, this is Dance Walker Tarot, and I can't wait to see what you do. See you for the next one. I won't be able to afford it, whatever you're doing. Love you guys. Bye bye.